the next part I want to focus on is the Tangerine Apartments, and that's on that graded pad that's on the far west side of the project. And that's the spot where we worked with staff to move we had the taller podium apartments over on Oracle, and we worked with staff to move those to Tangerine, because as you all know, especially from your views, when you look towards Oracle, that's Push Ridge. When you're looking out towards the Tangerine area, what you're looking at is the Oro Valley Hospital, which is 75 feet. So the other thing we did was we worked with staff to limit the height of this building, which is lower in grade than Oro Valley Hospital, to the same 75 feet, so that it's not going any higher than that. It's about 500 units in 5 stories with some corner lots. You can go to the next slide. So this starts to show you there'll be parking at the ground level. It won't be underground, but parking underneath the building. You can see the access points. There'll be a right-in, right-out access on Tangerine, and then you'll see the Water Harvest Way intersection over on the right-hand side, and the main entrance into those apartments, especially for visitors, will be off of Water Harvest Way in that area. Complements the loop connectivity. So the loop will be directly to the south. That's the path. And I can tell you that Pima County is working really hard with landowners and property owners around the loop to really activate and put things like multifamily dwellings there so that people start to interact and use that awesome amenity. Go ahead. The building is broken down into smaller segments, and there'll be amenity spaces. Go ahead to the next one. There'll be some clubhouse, pool, maybe a dog park. The important thing is that it's not so much amenity space that it doesn't encourage people to interact with the rest of the village center, which is our goal. Go ahead. I'm going to show you a couple of elevations. These are meant to just highlight the architecture. So this is a view from the southeast. As I mentioned before, the tallest portion is 75 feet, but what we're not doing is creating a 75-foot roof line across the whole thing. The idea is that we can create variation in roof lines. And again, these incorporate the colors and the materials palette that's a requirement of the Oro Valley Village Center. So this is looking southeast. You can see that architectural variation and the proximity to the loop, which is right on the south. Go ahead, one more. And this is the view from the southwest, and you can see Oro Valley Hospital in the background, kind of on the left-hand side behind the building over there. Go ahead. I want to focus in on a couple of view sheds. So we did some simulations of specifically the apartments, both Tangerine and Oracle Road, since that's where the predominant height increase is being requested. We did use modeling software that can locate everything on the existing grades. And then we put in the model the height and the architecture of the building. And then we went and took pictures from each of these vantage points. These vantage points were utilized because they're on public rights of way. So we did not trespass into anybody's backyards. So these are on public right of ways, and we went to the closest areas that we could. And then we worked to find areas where we could see through the vegetation. You will see there are a couple of areas, there's some dense vegetation in those areas. But we did our best to be true to that kind of a methodology. So what I'm going to show you right now are just the 3 views. They're numbered 6, 9, and 10 that we took for the Tangerine apartments. 6 is at the end of Terrestrial Place, and then 9 and 10 are both at the end of Centaurus Place. Go ahead. So this is, and I'm showing you both existing and then in the condition with the model. So this is from the end of Terrestrial, which is number 6 on that diagram. You can see Oro Valley Hospital over on the left. You can see some of the rest of the Oro Valley Village Center, some of the development in the distance. Go ahead. And then this is the location of the apartments over on the left-hand side. So you'll see it's from this vantage point, it's blocking a portion of the Oro Valley Hospital. Go ahead. And then this is 9, at the existing location. You can kind of see Oro Valley Hospital behind the tree on the left. Go ahead. And then this is what the apartments would look like from that vantage point. Go ahead to the next one. This is also from the similar location, but a slightly different vantage point. You can see Oro Valley Hospital again behind the tree. Go ahead. And then it's a little bit closer than Oro Valley Hospital. So you can definitely tell that, but again, what it's blocking is the view of Oro Valley Hospital. Okay, go ahead. All right,